Good afternoon. It's June 1st, and this is the mayor's update on the COVID situation for June 1st. First, we'll start with the numbers, just like we always do. Amarillo is at 2995. They're still having trouble with the meat packing plants that are up there. Lubbock is at 691. Abilene is at 235. San Angelo is at 69. Wichita Falls is at 84. Excuse me. Midland is at 129. El Paso is at 2,764. And Odessa, or Ector County right now, sits at 170. The numbers have gone up. We expected that when we started talking about opening the community and things like that. This is just part of it. The big concern for local officials are watching the hospitals. That's one of the keys that we're watching to see how how COVID is progressing through our community. Right now, we have 5 deaths. The death number did creep up, but we have 117 that are recovering. So that's the number that we like to see going up, just to make sure people are getting to feel better. Give you an update on the hospitals. Medical Center has seen a rise in the numbers. They are up to 9 cases in Medical Center at this time, and they have 56 tests pending. One of the things that we're seeing are people from outlying areas being brought in. Crane had a nursing home that COVID got into. Right now we have 4 patients from Crane here in Odessa. 2 are at Medical Center and 2 are at ORMC. Over at ORMC, they have 7 cases right now in the hospital, and they have 12 that they're waiting for results back. One of these is actually a Big Springs resident that they have brought over. Many times these smaller communities do not have the ability to treat numbers of COVID. So that's when they bring those in here. One of the things we're concerned about that was updated today on the press conference, there's a prison in Fort Stockton, and one of the cells has 65 cases of coronavirus in that cell in the prison in Fort Stockton, which is a concern because they typically do not have the medical needs that they can use to treat this. And so we are watching to make sure that those patients don't have to come up to Odessa or maybe even Midland to be treated because of the lack of hospital space in Fort Stockton. So we did have one of our nursing homes here in Odessa has had some COVID cases in that nursing home. What happened was they had a traveling therapist. A lot of times these nursing homes will use somebody to come in, and maybe it's a physical therapist, maybe it's some other type of therapist. They'll use them for a couple of days, then they go to another place and they kind of move around instead of having an office at one place. Well, unfortunately, that one of their therapists had COVID and had exposed some of their residents. So one nursing home here in Odessa does have some COVID cases in it. Part of this is what we're seeing at the hospitals, but hopefully everything will work out there and we'll be able to get those older people off the list. Talk a little bit about the protest last night. One of the things I fully believe that every American has the right to protest, and that is something that we hold dear. And with what happened with Mr. Floyd, was a tragedy, and that's something that has got a lot of people's emotions up. And we have protests. We had a protest in Odessa, which was very peaceful. I'd like to commend all of the protesters and commend the police force for doing everything they did. Let the people be able to say what they needed to say. But one thing we're just a little concerned about is nobody's wearing face masks, or very few, and very few aren't social distancing. It's your right to go out and protest. Just make sure you're taking care of yourself so that you don't get COVID when you're protesting with other people. There will be another protest on Wednesday night. Gene Collins and a group of the black leaders are going to do a peaceful protest. They're already working with the police department, so everything's going well. But we do encourage everyone to wear masks, make sure you're taking care of yourself. And that's really, we should be hearing some news towards the end of the week from the governor. So I will keep you in the loop as I start to hear those. I've been watching the website and nothing's come out yet. Usually it's on Monday, so there's no press releases due for today. But I will keep things going, watching on that for you so that we can keep you up to date. Basically, in closing, I heard somebody say the Bible verse, love your neighbor as yourself, I think is probably the best thing to end this live update. So please take care, everyone. God bless you. God bless Odessa. God bless the state, and God bless the U.S. Thank you very much, and stay healthy.